Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We've been around for about 3 years, so we're an emerging nation, and we've spent that time putting in really solid foundations because we intend to be here for many generations, not just a few weeks or months or even 2 or 3 years. We intend to be here for many generations. And we're now in a position where we are starting to build our income for the benefit of all our citizens, and particularly to increase the liquidity and the value of our tokens. Anybody can be a citizen of our community, our nation. We welcome people from all continents, countries, colours, class, genders, creeds, backgrounds, educational level, financial status, you name it. Everybody is welcome here. And we don't pigeonhole you once you're here. We just see you as a human being. We recognise that all human beings are unique and so have something unique to offer our community. And consequently, are all of equal value within our community. With that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I'm going to be heading over there in just a moment, but I'm just going to have a quick look at the chat here. And yeah, we have Lewis in from Portugal, and that's the only one I can see from YouTube. And so we're going over to Facebook, where we will be looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. When that comes up, we'll be looking for the 17th, I think. Yeah, 17th of July. So far, so good. To expand. Oops, I've got my speakers on. Just a moment. Let me turn those off to avoid any feedback. And hello, what's happened there? Okay, I've got it back. Don't know what happened there. I got government cookies or something. I took over the whole screen. Not seen that before. Okay, we have Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. And we've got Andrew in from New Zealand. Happy Tuesday morning to you, Andrew. Happy whatever time of day to the rest of you. Andrew's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. We will be getting started in just a moment with a little short prayer to help us find happiness. You can't buy happiness. No matter how much money you've got, it won't make you happy. Happiness can only be found, true lasting happiness can only be found through loving service to others. And the great thing about that is once you make that your goal and your aim, your target, then the more service you offer to the more people, the more benefits come flowing your way. Not only that happiness, but also everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. We've got Richard in from Devon. Okay. So that's what our little prayer's for. And we also have our little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. So we'll get started with those two things now. They'll only take a minute between them. And then we'll get on to the updates, where we are, where we're going, where we've come from, if need be. Okay, so here's our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And we have a little affirmation. Just checking to see if any new entries in the meantime. That goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Right. Norman has just arrived from Doncaster, UK. Let me have a little sip of water. I sound as if I've been talking a lot. Well, not. I've just been here working away, and then I come to talk and I find I'm all clogged up. Okay. Right. Where are we? First of all, development. We are working on getting withdrawals activated from our wealth builder. We're going to change the name to Progressive Passive Income Pools, because we're going to build the withdrawals, and you'll be able to build them yourself. But even for people that don't want to participate in building them themselves, they will get an increase every year for years and years and years, the next 100 years, okay? Next 1,000 years, maybe. I won't be here to see it, and most of you won't either. Well, none of you in 1,000 years. But what we're planning is for generations, and we've been allowing our members, helping them to build wealth by giving them tokens every month. And some people have got hundreds of thousands of dollars, some people have got thousands of dollars, some people have got a few $1,000s. There may even be some members that have got millions of dollars of tokens available in their portfolio that they've been accumulating. And we're getting to the point now where we are putting in place a plan that will allow them to withdraw a portion of that every month, to help them with their immediate expenses. We have other ways that you can pay for things right now. We have secondary staking, which pays out every month, usually on time. We've been a bit late this month, but we have now cleared everybody's. It usually takes up to about the 10th, but for various reasons, it's taken until today to get the last payment completed. But that's a monthly automatic payment that comes out. We have stable staking, once again, automatic payment that comes out. Passive income. We are very fond of passive income, but those are our three, if you like, passive income plans. That would be the progressive income, progressive passive income pool plan, stable stake, and the secondary staking. Stable stake and secondary staking have been working well now for, I don't know, several months anyway. I don't think we're into a year with either of them, but certainly many months. And we also have plans where you can be active and generate income commissions, and those, of course, have no ceiling on them. It's all down to the effort and persistence you apply in building your income through helping other people. And we also have the Poverty Crusher plan, the Easy Business Builder plan. Those are the two, and they're both active plans, both designed to be active. The Poverty Crusher actually could be classed as a passive income plan, but it's not going to make you money in a month like the true passive income plans do. You could be lucky and make something in a month, but it's unlikely. Most of the time, it's going to take you quite a while before you start seeing income coming in. It'll be slow, drip fed in. But if you're active, you can make a lot of money very quickly, as we have some members already doing so. what we're working on, as I said, is that progressive passive income pools development programming to make sure that that is available. We've got most of that actually done. And the final part is how we unlock those withdrawals for our members, and that is pretty much done as well. And we will be testing that tomorrow. If we test it and all goes well tomorrow, potentially we could release it the day after tomorrow. Where are we? Monday, today, Tuesday. Potentially we could even release it on Wednesday. But we have an additional part that we have to put in because we are moving our token from the Waves exchange into the Binance Smart Chain, and we will need to complete that to complete the whole thing, so that when you get your withdrawal, it will process automatically into your wallet in the Binance Smart Chain. You know, something like MetaMask or Trust Wallet, your choice. MetaMask is probably the one that most people will use. And so it'll automatically go into that wallet, where you'll then be able to easily exchange it on the Binance Smart Chain for whatever you want. Ultimately into your local currency, and be able to buy food and help pay your rent and this sort of thing. So that's where we are. Now, it's going to take a full month of activity before you will start seeing withdrawals. And so we could, in fact, release it before we have all the other bits completed, because we'll still have, let's suppose we could release it on Wednesday. Today's the 17th, 18th. That would be the 19th of, what month are we in? July. And you need a full completed month after you qualify. So you can qualify from the 19th of July. Your full month would be August, and you would get paid out probably on the 2nd of September. So we have a time gap where we can get the tokens moved and transferred before any withdrawals become available. And so we could well see, we did initially target it to be available for the 1st of August, but we could well see it before then, and that would be a massive help, particularly because we are in the throes of launching our big marketing campaign for the cash cow plan we have. Once again, that's a hybrid plan, because you can work that yourself, but even if you do nothing, our marketing campaign will generate sales for you. It will, of course, primarily benefit the members of that plan, but it will also put a lot of cash into the We Share Abundance Treasury, which will allow us to help our members, particularly the ones that have been instrumental in helping us through the years. So that's where we are now, but that would be a great thing to have in place for the launch of the campaign, because then we can present it as something that's done, not something that's happening transitional. As we have that marketing campaign, it won't be confusing to new members. It'll just be there, boom. So it's looking really, really good. A lot of work gone into it. It's working well at the moment. We'll just see how the tests go tomorrow. We'll see when we can get that launched, but it is looking good for being launched, certainly on target, and possibly a little bit earlier, which is unusual In anything that we do involving development, it usually runs later, like if you're building a new railway in your country or whatever, the prices go up and the times always seem to take longer. Okay, who else have we got in? We have in Reynold from Trinidad and Tobago. Lovely to see you. And we have Buzzina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. Lovely to see you too. It's lovely to see all of you, whether you're watching live, as many people are able to, or whether you're watching the replay, as many more do, because the timing is not convenient for everybody, and we are the United States of the world. We are in all different countries, and for many countries, the timing doesn't work out. Sometimes, even if you're in the UK, this isn't an ideal time for you because something else is taking up that time slot in your life. Okay, so that's why we have the replays. So welcome to you, however you're watching. So that's where we are with that. Today I've been working on getting everything up to date and ready for that launch as well. There are still one or two minor things that I need to do, and I put some questions in to ROI tips, but we won't get an answer on that probably the earliest we get is about now, because of the time difference there in the United States. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll have some feedback from them as well on how we're progressing with things going there. One of the things that I've done today, you all are probably aware, or many of you will be aware anyway, that we have a multitude of third-party plans that we have in our downline builder. Several of those are passive income streams, and we have others that you need to be active. They're all available to our members, and they're all sort of viable opportunities that you can get involved in without too much cost, so without too much risk, because there is a risk in everything that you do, whether it's an active plan or a passive plan. Doesn't make a lot of difference. There is a risk involved in all businesses, and that's why we promote multiple income streams. We want to give you a secure foundation where if you've got income coming in from 10 different places and one of them folds and disappears, it's not critical to you. It's not something that you want to happen, but at least you've got still the income from the other 9 streams, and you can fill that gap as you continue to build multiple income streams. The more you have, the better it is, the more secure you will be. It doesn't matter how strong, how much funding there is behind it, how big, how powerful a business looks. It can disappear overnight. So you need multiple income streams. One of the ones we have is called funds, and that is a passive plan. Once again, even the passive plans, if you promote them, you usually are able to earn affiliate commissions. 2 notable exceptions to that are our stable stake and our secondary staking. There are no affiliate commissions involved in those plans. They are purely there to help our members, and everything that we can put into that and give back to our members through those plans is given to them rather than through affiliate commissions. But most plans have affiliate plans, some of them very, very lucrative. But funds is a plan which has been doing really, really well and being consistent. But the last, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 weeks, they've hit snags and hiccups, and they're starting to recover from that now. And they've started allowing withdrawals again from the 15th, I think, but they tend to not pay over the weekend anyway. But I put in a test withdrawal. I've never done a withdrawal from them before, And they've also changed the currency that they withdraw. And when you go to put in your wallet address, they require it to be through some weird site somewhere, which I've never seen before. And so I've got a wallet address in now, but I put a small withdrawal in just to test. That withdrawal went in yesterday, I think probably midday or something like that yesterday, maybe. But effectively, they won't be looking at that until about now, and they'll be looking at paying out withdrawals. They're probably going to have a lot of them because they've not been allowing them for 3 or 4 weeks. So it may take a while to see whether that goes through. It's just for $30. But I put that in as a test just so that we can let people know, and also to see if the wallet address that I put in actually delivers the coins where I want them to go. I'm not confident about my abilities in some of these things that crop up unexpectedly. However, hopefully it'll all be okay, and I'll be able to say, yeah, okay, great, we've got withdrawals sorted out in funds. The other thing that I've been chasing up on behalf of some members is Beyond Infinity. Beyond Infinity used to allow you to withdraw from your, I think they call it the Beyond Infinity Gold Balance. It's the amount that you get paid your 3, 4, or 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, or 5% on every week. And I know that they had stopped that, so you can't withdraw from that. But they also have a button which is on their website which says auto deposit on or off. And my feeling was that if you switch that off, then the income that you receive on that deposit, which if it's on, is automatically added to your balance to compound it. So let's say you've got $1,000 in and you get 5%. That would have been $50, right? I think. A bit slow at the time of day, forgive me. And my feeling was if you didn't have that button on auto deposit, that money would go automatically into your account and be available for withdrawal. But it's not the case. They have something called a compounding cap, which is based on the amount of deposits you've made. And the more deposits you have, the more the compounding cap goes up. So if we have a look at one of our accounts, I can't remember the exact figures, but we've got probably $7,000 or something in that area that we are earning on. But the compounding cap is at like 10,500. So until the balance gets up to that compounding cap, there is nothing that you can take out from there. We have another account, we have two accounts, and the other account we're much closer, and deliberately because I wanted to get close to the compounding cap. Let me see if I can just find out what that is. It's a little bit complicated, but I just want to try and point this out for you. If I can find, okay, let me just log into Beyond Infinity with that account, and I'll be able to, in fact, I can probably do a screen share now I've got it. And that would be easier for you to understand. So let me get to the app that we use and do a screen share. It will make it easier to understand without doubt. So share screen. I understand. Window. It doesn't want to let me share that screen. Why not? It should do. Okay, I think it has done now. Let me okay, yeah, it has let me share that. Let me get back to Facebook to make sure it's working. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let me now go to the actual browser. Here we go. Here you can see this is the thing. This is the balance that we're paid on. It's what they've got, the big balance. And there's $6,412 in there. And we're at the 5% level, which is tier 5. So every week we get 5% on this, which is $320 roughly, or it will be on Sunday or late Saturday night when they pay. The compounding cap is 6,967. And it's not increased by the automatic compounding here. It's only increased by the automatic payments in from your big wallet or any additions you make through the car plan that they have. And they've got an offer on this month where you get an amazing deal, but let's not go into that at the moment. So if you are not involved in the car plan, and if you are not building much through your big wallet or nothing through your big wallet, or even if you are through your big wallet, I mean, we got $124 through our big wallet, which is a 10% match on people we've introduced earnings. Okay. But what I've done is I've turned that off here in a way, because I've said once we're at $100, I want to withdraw 100% of that money. So we got $124, and rather than it going into the big balance, it was pulled out into our account for withdrawal. And it enabled us to bring in some other members that wanted to join and couldn't afford it. Okay. So, but the important thing is, if we didn't have that activated and some of this went into here, the percentage increase would happen here. And so we're never going to get to that point. But as we're getting $300 and odd dollars, $320 a week from this big balance at the moment, next week it'll be 6,730, and the week after that it'll be $7,000, and that $7,000 will be greater than the compounding cap, because that won't increase because we're not adding any funds in from anywhere other than the automatic increase from the earned profits. And so they will not be able to compound all of that money, and some of it will go into the big wallet, and we've got that set at 100% withdrawal. And so it will mean that what we have over and above the 6,900 cap in not this next week, but the week after, will be available for withdrawal. And that's the only way that you can get withdrawal from here, is to get this big balance higher than your compounding cap. So you've got to turn off this if you want to do that, because if you leave that running, it's going to keep increasing your compounding cap. Or if you're buying car plans and this sort of thing, it's going to be funds added in, it's going to increase your compounding cap. So you're never going to be able to access this until you get that going above there. It's a little bit complicated. Some of you will find it easy to get that balance, but we've been putting in quite a lot of money, so it's driven up this compounding cap. Once we've reached the compounding cap, what I will do is I'll reduce the withdrawal here from 100%, whatever that is, here from that percentage, 100%, probably to 50%. So that will mean we will have a withdrawal of half of the available money in the big wallet and half of the big balance, which will increase the compounding cap, but not by sufficient to stop us getting withdrawals every week. But it will keep increasing our withdrawals and building, it'll keep us compounding and also enable us to withdraw. And so I wanted to try and explain that because it is confusing. And this button here really has no significance. It doesn't matter whether you have it on or off. This is what counts, setting your threshold and your percentage here. You can set your threshold to 0 if you want, and 100%, and that will mean that anything that you get in this area will not be added in, and it'll stop your compounding cap increasing, and you'll to a point where you'll be withdrawing from here after. It's not necessarily desirable to do that because you want to build this balance as much as possible. I mean, we want to get it up to a point where we're getting thousands of dollars a month, not $300 a month. So we've got to keep compounding, but we will manage it through this facility, and we'll see how we go. You can change it week to week and see how it works and how it's working for you. Okay, so I'll go through that because I found that out, because my thoughts were if you had this turned off, you could withdraw your income from here, but it's not available to you in that way. It's only available in the income that exceeds your compounding cap. Now, I don't know whether that's confused you more or what, but you can have a look at it and play with it. And you can see it more as well if you go on to the big calculator. They have a spreadsheet there, and you'll be able to see how it works there in that spreadsheet. Okay, so I wanted to go through that because it's something that had me puzzled a little bit because we had members that were saying, you know, I can't withdraw. Why can't I withdraw? I didn't know. And I said, well, set it to not, you know, to not compound. They said, I've done that and I still can't withdraw. So anyway, I got onto them and that is the answer and that is what's happening. Okay. So that covers that as well. Once again, it's a little bit confusing, but if you spend time looking at it, you'll get the hang of it and use that calculator, that spreadsheet that they have. It'll help you to understand it. And we have some numbers for you. Today, the 17th, the last 24 hours, we've had a net increase of 18 in our registered members to 13,868. Net increase because we take out people that haven't logged in for 2 months. We always have new registrations, and it's the difference between the two. We also have an increase of 38 in our active members. These are people that are logging in usually every day. That's up by 38, as I said, to 3,996. There's no significant change in multiply Weether site, although there are 34 new email verified members in there. But the compensation plan there is stuck really until we get that WESA token. We have the WESA Abundance token in We Share Abundance. The WESA token, we also need to transfer to the Binance Smart Chain to unlock the compensation plan in the Multiply WESA site. Okay, I thought of something else while I was reading those, and I've forgotten what it was now. What would it have been? Something that reminded me when I was doing that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I apologise. I don't see any questions here. I'm going to have a look at the app and see if we've got any questions in there, or any other people to welcome. No, doesn't seem to be. Got somebody saying hello, everybody from Manchester. That would be Kingsley, I think. Yep, it is Kingsley, and I don't think I've welcomed him. But it's Sam with me, Kingsley. You've missed out. I think we've covered everything there. Things seem to be going particularly well. It's going to take time for the effects to percolate through of everything that we're doing, but this is our breakthrough year. We've taken a long time to get things right. We are now building on really solid foundations, sustainable, compliant, legal. Everything is going well. There are also some Vortic United, which is probably the best of our options in the passive income plans that we have. Really solid, does really well. People are very happy with it. They've got webinars, and I sent a message out about them. I think they've got one tonight. I can't remember the time. And they've got one on Wednesday if you missed tonight's. I think they're doing 2 every week. And so you can attend those calls and get your questions answered. It'll also help enlighten you on how the plan works. But importantly, if you've got people that are interested, you can get them along to that webinar, and it'll help you to introduce those people. It'll help you explain to them how it all works, what it's all about, and hopefully help them to prosper as you are prospering from Vortic United. Okay, that's it then. Yep, no questions there, no questions there. So I'll be back same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, get out there, be with the warriors, go the extra mile, help a few people, help them to prosper. Do whatever you can for them. We have lots of opportunities through the We Share Abundance citizenship. You can get in free. If you've got a coupon, you can give them a coupon, and you can even get a paid membership free. And you can get them through the multiple income streams we have in the downline builder there. There'll be things that they perhaps are interested in getting in, they'll be in your downline there. And you can also explain to them that they add their own program. Maybe they're in Herbalife or Skin or whatever, I don't know. They want to put that plan in to help them build their downline. And we can do that through the Easy Business Builder program. They will be able to add that into multiple income streams and build their business through there. And so until tomorrow, that's it. Get out there, share some love and abundance. It'll make you feel good, and it'll start that flow of everything that you want and need coming to you. Until tomorrow, I love you all. Auf Wiedersehen, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Oh, where see you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. We're gonna rock in a wild crocodile.